Dude, I don't even know who you are, man. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm just...
One of my favorite things is that in the bullshit Hunter Biden laptop narrative that they were pushing forever, that one of the best things that pushed back against the existence of the laptop itself, or that the contents of the hard drive that was being passed around actually came from that laptop, was the fact that Matt Gaetz tried to get it put into the record. Like, you don't know where the laptop is? Well, I have it right here. And he held up this the hard drive named laptop, and he's like, I want this entered into the record. And they went down for a minute and they went, you can't enter this into the record if it's stolen or hacked material, or you can't verify the source of it. And since you can't verify the source of it, and so they come back and he's like, information purported online to be from, and that in and of itself was just like
purported,
just like suck a ice pick in the tire. That whole stupid purported.
I feel sorry
That's
for Matt
adorable.
Gaetz. He couldn't verify a lot, like the amount of alcohol he drank before he drove, or the age of various women he hung around with.
Right.
You know, there's a lot that's challenging for Matt Gaetz to verify. So
yeah, I mean, he's just, if there's a silver lining to the latest clouds around this shit, it's the fact that Matt Gaetz has taken a powder and he's been really silent. Like,
hey, he's gonna be on OAN soon, which is only 3 steps below Newsmax, which is only
Absolutely.
50 steps below Fox News, which is only 2,000 steps below an actual news station. So
yeah, he'd
well
be on
done.
right, and the only way you can fall further is to end up on Flashpoint on the Copeland network, and you have to pretend to go to church to do that. You don't actually have to go, but you have to pretend to go, and so like he's not even willing to do that or whatever. It's just
you can have a public access Wayne's World show at some point.
Totally.
Where he's just screaming at people on the camera.
It's just this giant. All you see is forehead off camera, like it just. Just
Is that letter?
So the difference between, and I think this is crucial, and this is why I've been working on this bill that I'm putting together, and I do want to talk to you about it as well. I'll send you the draft of it when we talk this afternoon, of labeling bots online and labeling foreign accounts online, just as a way of letting people know that there's, and at the very least, if there's a VPN used, it can just say that, which is nothing wrong with using a VPN, just lets you know, right?
And of course, what you're saying is literally the lowest hanging fruit and the most common sense thing in the world, because as I've talked about our First Amendment extremism, and that we give safe harbor to the kind of speech that gets people killed around COVID, around guns, around all sorts of things. And it's not even,
it'd be one thing if it was Americans doing it.
It's not people.
Yeah.
Like, there's no First Amendment protections for anybody foreign. They do not enjoy them. So the fact that anyone from Vladimir Putin's government or any other of Xi's or whatever gets to put disinformation up there is only because right-wingers benefit from it. It's absolute garbage. They have no protections from our government. And, of course, I think it's pretty self-evident that bots are not people. And do not have protections, First Amendment protections either.
Right, and even then, even if you go, the bot is a representative of the company, and companies have First Amendment rights, and they can whatever. The reality is they don't have the right to be an imposter or defraud people.
Correct.
People believe they're talking to a real human being when they are absolutely not, or it's a sock puppet account. They don't have the right to perpetrate that kind of a fraud on someone. And so it seems self-evident that would be a quick cleanup. And it would be, I think, I want to see the argument against it from the right, because I know it will happen. I know that Elon Musk will spend millions trying to kill it.
I mean, this is the only way, the only information atmosphere in which they can operate and they can win.
Yes.
Because in any atmosphere where they have to even slightly tell the truth and can't just sit there and do what Elon did during the election and pay for ads in various parts of the country to various constituencies, Jews, Muslims, Latinos, and others that say the exact opposite things to different groups of people, because he's a patently dishonest scumbag.
Yeah.
So of course, I mean, that's that they can't win without it. They will never.
Also, what happens?
It took them till now. Was the first time since 2004 that bare majority and they hadn't since 1988 before that. There's a reason why now they were, and even this majority is what, 1.4%, 1.5%?
Right.
because they need that massive disinformation to do it. They need people that literally walk out and say things that we've been hearing lately, like, oh, well, they're only going to deport criminals. They're not going to deport my cousin who's undocumented. And you're like, no, they're going to deport your cousin.
Everybody's going,